Get ready to be starstruck and leave your feet firmly planted on Earth as we delve into the confessions of brave astronauts who have encountered mysterious phenomena in the vast expanse of space. From unexplained lights to eerie sounds, their stories will leave you questioning what lies beyond our world. Don't miss out on this gripping video and prepare to launch into a world of mystery and wonder. Watch now to discover the secrets of space. Astronauts have spent significant amounts of time in space, and many of them have confessed to experiencing mysterious phenomena that they cannot explain. Some of the most common occurrences include seeing strange lights or objects outside their spacecraft, hearing unexplained noises, and feeling a sense of awe or connectedness to the universe. These experiences have been reported by astronauts from different countries and space programs, and they have generated a great deal of interest among the general public. Despite efforts to explain these phenomena using science or technology, many remain unexplained. Some theories suggest that these experiences may be linked to the psychological effects of space travel, such as isolation or stress, while others propose that they may be evidence of extraterrestrial life or other unknown forces at work in the universe. Regardless of their origin, the stories shared by astronauts about their mysterious encounters in space continue to fascinate and intrigue people around the world. 1. Space Snake. Retired NASA astronaut Darstory Musgrave has a lot to his credit, so it'll be difficult to pass this off as a lie, but he claims he saw an 8-foot-long white snake floating through space. It's not hard to imagine that this could have been a hose detached from the spaceship, but Musgrave remains adamant. 2. The Knock. First off, there's no sound in space. There's an only vacuum, and this is precisely what makes this story a strange one. Back in 2003, astronaut Yang Liwei, the first to be sent into space by the Chinese space program, was sitting in his space shuttle when he reportedly heard a knock. He described it as someone knocking the body of the spaceship just as knocking an iron bucket with a wooden hammer. He's not the only one to have experienced this. There were other Chinese astronauts between 2005 to 2008 who reported hearing similar sounds. 3. They're on the moon watching us. When astronaut Neil Armstrong took a walk on the moon and became the first man to do so, what followed was an onslaught of conspiracy theories. For one, his historic stroll on the moon is claimed to have been shot in a studio. Of the many conspiracy theories surrounding this moment, there's one that remains a mystery to date. During the Apollo 11 mission in 1969, after Armstrong landed on the moon, NASA claims to have lost transmission for roughly 2 minutes. And in reportedly a secret message to NASA, he said, "These babies were huge, sir. Enormous. Oh God, you wouldn't believe it. I'm telling you there are other spacecraft out here, lined up on the far side of the crater's edge. They're on the moon watching us." 4. Strange space music. During the Apollo 10 mission, a test run for the first mission to the moon, astronauts, among other things, took to testing various equipment. The stakes were high, since this was not a simulation, but a real space. Much to the surprise of these astronauts, they heard a strange sort of whistling on their headphones that they later described as space music. 5. Something shiny on the moon. NASA astronaut Alan Bean claims he saw something shiny on the moon. He described it as shoe leather. While you expect space to be black and devoid of light in places, what was this shiny thing he saw? Could it have been glass? Whatever the reason for what he saw, there's not much of an explanation for this one. When we 6. Think UFOs, we think disc-shaped flying saucers. Anything beyond our understanding is pretty much difficult to explain, as astronauts James McDivitt and Ed White came to realize. This happened when they were flying over Hawaii. They noticed a flying object that to them didn't seem like something from the Earth. But this metallic object seemed to have arms sticking out of its body. What was this object and why did it have arms? We'll hopefully not know soon enough. 7. Floating animal corpses. This one will make sense considering that the first test subjects to make it to space were a monkey and a dog, and when a seemingly good thing turned into a failure, these animal corpses were launched into space where they reportedly float to this day, and can be seen by astronauts making trips to space. While it's sad, the scene can seem a bit creepy too. Just imagine, animal corpses floating around against the backdrop of a black and infinite space, and you have to just go on doing what you came to do. 8. Scott Kelly spots a UFO. You've probably seen a lot of stories detailing astronaut Scott Kelly's arduous journey as he got ready to spend a long time on the International Space Station. He went on to become an astronaut who spent the most hours there. But that's not the only thing that makes his story stand out. Kelly has said things that suggest a big brush with aliens. While he's not said so himself in so many words, his jokes seemed less like jokes and more like something for all of humanity to consider. Like the time he mentioned in an interview, he spoke about aliens having it easier in space than we do. 9. The fleet of UFOs. What's worse than spotting one UFO? A fleet of UFOs. There's just something about the scene that doesn't exactly lend it an aura of complete innocence. Astronaut Gordon Cooper, the astronaut who flew both the Mercury 9 and the Gemini 5, claims to have seen an entire fleet of UFOs around the time he flew for the Air Force. Unknown to him, 10 years later, he'd chance upon a similar scene. Reportedly, in 1963, one such object flew towards him. It was picked up on the radar too, which answers any questions about proof of its existence. 10. The UFO shaped like a cylinder. Coming back to our idea of what a UFO should look like, no one expects it to be cylindrical. In 1991, cosmonaut Musa Manarov caught this cylindrical UFO on film. The shiny object seems to be swiveling and making it across space. Watch the video and decide for yourself what the object might be. 11. Strange lights. American astronaut Leroy Chiao, commander of the International Space Station in 2005, along with his crew, saw a set of strange lights in space. Chiao described the formation as an upside-down, almost V. The crew at Chiao chanced upon the formation after it flew past them. 12. Russian cosmonaut saw something the size of a finger outside his space station. While working on the Salyut VI, Russian cosmonaut Major General Vladimir Kovalyanok saw an orbiting object outside that was the size of a finger. While he was watching it and trying to figure out what it was, it exploded and split in two. The then two golden objects disappeared once they entered the Earth's shadow. In conclusion, the brave astronauts who have ventured beyond our planet have witnessed some truly awe-inspiring and mysterious things that continue to baffle and intrigue us. From unexplained sightings to mind-boggling experiences, their accounts provide a tantalizing glimpse into the vast unknown that lies beyond our atmosphere. While we may never fully comprehend the secrets of the universe, the bravery and determination of these space pioneers remind us that the human spirit will always seek to explore and discover the uncharted territories of our cosmos. So let us continue to look to the stars with wonder and curiosity, and who knows what mysteries we may uncover in the endless expanse of space. If you enjoyed this video, kindly subscribe to our channel so you won't miss our interesting videos.